Basic Lineage to Adena Farming Guide. Basic Lineage to Adena Farming Guide. Basic Mob Hunting. You'll normally collect more Adena if you were to hunt solo rather than grouped. The amount collected is usually less unless your character is really gimp and are unable to solo mobs on its own. Ideally you should target grey/blue con mobs. Although they give you much less SP, they do provide a good amount of Adena for the time you would take to kill them. Make sure the mobs you are farming are not too tough and that you do not have much downtime. If you are caster, assure that you're able to kill the mob without having to use too much power. If you're a tank, try not to lose too much life or you will end up sitting majority of the time you are farming. Find areas where there are less players and is loaded with mobs. Having to wait for respawns can waste a lot of time. You also do not want to run into too many players farming the same mobs as you, hence it'll reduce the amount of mobs for you to farm. Avoid using soul shots as well, they can cost a lot of money and should only be used when you're in danger of dying. Questing. There are some quests that are actually worth doing, but here are some basic questing tips you should keep in mind while completing them. Always try to complete the quests that provides the highest amount of rewards for Adena and or offers a very valuable item. Always accept quests that involves killing a lot of monsters. It helps you level along with some good loots from time to time. You can also combine certain quests if they are within the same area. Being able to complete multiple quests within the same route is much better than completing them separately. Avoid traveling long distances because they take up a lot of time. Traveling time can be converted to farming time. Always keep a scroll of escape around. Good to use when in danger and good to save yourself time from traveling long distances. Drops. There are many mobs that have good drops, but that doesn't mean you should solely focus all your time on them. Drop rates are by chance and chances are you will spend more time killing them for nothing than actually being able to get that specific item. However, if you are farming an area with a bunch of mobs and there are some with good drops, you would of course choose to hunt those first before the rest. Buying and selling. Avoid buying from NPC merchants. They usually tend to cost more than buying from another player in the game. If you are planning to purchase a new set of equipment or any other item, buy them from Hiran. Taxes there are only 10% and when you buy in large amounts you tend to save a lot more. Do not sell off your loots immediately. Try to find the best bargain for them. Look around for players who are spamming WTB. They tend to offer a higher price than normal since they probably have important use of it. Private stores can be one of your biggest assets in the game. You can easily browse through a wide selection at various prices, although it may lag a lot, but sometimes it can be worth the time spent. You may also want to set up your own store as well when you want to sell off your items. Would be ideal when you go AFK for a long period of time or planning to go to sleep. Don't start your store and stare at the screen though, that's just silly and a waste of time. Avoid selling more than 3 items at a time, set price 5 to 10% below shop price. You should be able to get a good return within 1 to 2 hours. Traveling merchants. If you have extra Adenas laying around and you tend to travel a bit for whatever reason, you can be a traveling merchant. Getting to Hiran can take a while and lot of players would rather not travel there to purchase stuff unless necessary. You can always buy a stock full of some items that are demanded within certain areas and sell them off at a higher rate than being sold at Hiran. Arrows, healing potions and soul shots are commonly bought items throughout the game. Ideal to stock up a bit on those and set up a store in caves or wherever when you need to go AFK. From time to time, if you know the market well enough, there are players who are in desperate need of Adena and will sell their item at a much lower price than normal. You can easily buy that and resell later at a higher rate. Don't forget to like our video.